Hello, welcome back. Today I am finally giving you a tour of my flat, which is a weird time to do it because I'm literally just about to move out. It seems to become a habit of mine to do tours like as I'm about to move out of somewhere. So I promise for the next place I will do a tour at the beginning of my tenancy and not the end. The reason is because when I first moved in, it kind of took me a while to get it to look how I wanted it to, and even then it still never really looked perfect. So I just kind of procrastinated from doing a tour and never got round to it. This is my living room, but we're going to start off downstairs. It's a bit echoey in here because I'm in the hallway. This is the ground floor of my flat. Here is my door. This is me when I walk into my flat. Here's this little hallway. It's the whole like ground floor, and then there's stairs going up behind you, which I'll show you. I've got a little leopard print welcome mat, and then this is my friend's suitcase, and I made this puppet. It's a dog. It's a little dog puppet that I made for a show that we did. So I'm just looking after this stuff for him and he's gonna come pick it up. Down here I have my little shoe rack, which I bought for really cheap. It's like quite like plasticky and flimsy, but you can like stack them on top of each other, and I just put all my shoes on here. It's not all of them, all my heels are upstairs. And then I have my cruiser, which I don't use enough, but I learned how to skateboard like last summer. And then I've got some plants. This is actually a gift for my dad, which I'm waiting to give to him. And then this little plant, which was dying upstairs, but I just brought it down here and it actually seems to be doing all right. So that is my ground floor hallway. That's all that's here. So when you go up the stairs, you get to a little level, and then you go up again and we get to the first floor. And this way is the kitchen and that way is the living room. So we'll go to the kitchen first. So going into my kitchen, this is what it looks like. I really love this kitchen. It's very white and bright and it's a nice size. It didn't come with this table and chairs. My dad got this for me for my birthday. I have a little hand towel here, and then to the left I just have this corkboard that I put up myself. It just has reminders on it if I've got bills to pay or whatever. There's usually a lot more on there. This is also where I keep my keys and my spare keys so I never forget them when I go out. The fridge, don't think there's very much interesting in here. There's not a whole lot in here. That's my fridge, need to clean it out. And then down here we have the bog standard freezer where I keep freezer food. And then my pantry, it's a little bit messy actually, but I tried to make it look kind of organized. It's always been like this. I always like for some reason like line things up like that. But yeah, so we've got all my spices. You can see like they're quite empty cupboards. I've never really filled them up a lot. It's just me living here. But yeah, I've got sauces. I keep my pasta and rice back there. It's super dirty. Need to clean it out. All my rice and quinoa I keep spilling. And then at the top, I keep alcohol and like treats and cereal. I don't drink alcohol on my own, but it's just for if I ever go out or if I have a glass of wine with my boyfriend or whatever. I don't really drink it that often, but... And then down in this one, it's super random. I usually keep like biscuits and treats here, and then I have onions and garlic here. I know it's a really weird place to put put things, but it's just the way it's been. It's other types of seasoning. Don't ask why I put them there. I'm gonna be uploading a decluttering video if anyone's interested, so those are some things that need to be sent off. And I have a box here for things for like packaging because I sell things online. And then this bag is all for the charity shop, and this is my bag of bags which needs to be taken to the recycling facility. Yes, you can recycle bags and things like, you know, freezer food wrappers. If it says on the back you can recycle it, you can recycle it. So I recycle as much as I can. So then we've got my table, and underneath I actually keep my laundry bag. And then there's a little tank there, which is my boyfriend's for his geckos. This is so gross, but this is where we keep our live food. So there's crickets in there. They're for the geckos. I wouldn't personally have them by choice, but I'm looking after them for my boyfriend at the moment. Here's a little place where I spend a lot of time washing up. This is the view outside. I'm not too worried about showing like what's outside because I'm moving soon. I've got a geranium, my boiler, some herbs, I've got rosemary and this little plant that I tried to save. Here's the gecko. He's actually behind here today. He sleeps during the day and he's like out during the night, so don't really see much action from him. But every now and then we chill out at night time. And then I've got a juicer that my grandma gave me, NutriBullet, but I do unplug it and use it in the living room if I ever use it. It's very loud. I don't want to disturb the gecko, so I don't use that right next to him. Bread bin, there's not even any bread in there. I keep my bread in the fridge because it lasts longer. Washing machine, oils, salts, pots and pans. Oh my god, don't even get started about that shelf. That is just a mess. Down here I keep stuff for the washing machine, and this is my recycling bag, which I take out weekly. Bins in there, nothing fancy. And then this is my little junk utility cupboard where I keep like cloths and cleaning supplies and like stuff for my car. This is like the best thing I've ever bought. It's all like loads of screws and stuff and like just, you know, stuff around the house. This is my oven, which I just cleaned yesterday, so it's really shiny and clean. Up here, plates and glasses. I really only have like 2 of everything, so it's quite bare in here, but that's the way I like it. And then there's just like Tupperware and storage, glass storage boxes and stuff for food. This is my favourite cupboard. It's the tea cupboard. I've got my mug collection in here, my tea. I actually keep my salt and pepper up here. I know it's a weird place to put it, but it's just easier to reach when I'm cooking. And then I've got condiments for breakfast, protein powder, vitamins, oats, flour, stuff I don't reach for a lot up there. Tea station, this is my favourite station where I make my tea, and I usually do try to invest in a nice kettle. I drink so much tea, it's very important. And this is just an old toaster I've had since university, and then I bought this scales when I started getting really into like gaining weight, getting really into like fitness and protein and stuff. But yeah, I like that it's all black, it all matches. Then we have the infamous junk drawer that everybody has. We got all my knives and forks and stuff, and pots and pans and chopping boards, and that's literally it. And then I have a little bag here for shopping. So that's the kitchen. So coming out of the kitchen and then into the living room, this is what it looks like when you walk in. And it used to be a different layout, but I changed it like halfway through the year and I much prefer it this way. This is my pride and joy, my Bratz collection, although I've got some others dotted around. But if you've seen my recent final episode of my Bratz restoration series, I show like my entire display in detail and all the dolls and stuff. And here I have my desk, which is where I should work at, but this flat didn't come with blinds, so I put my own little curtains up, but they're not really enough to shut out the light, so it's quite hard to work at my laptop when like the light's coming in, so I often work on my sofa, which I'll show in a minute. I got this chair from my grandma. It's an orthopedic chair, I think. You usually sit on it, you kneel on it like this, and you can make it higher or lower. And it's just better for your back, it's just better for your posture. I'm really bad at sitting on chairs. I can't sit on chairs without putting my knees up. So this kind of stops me from doing that. Okay, I thought I'd do another shot because you couldn't really see, but this is all my camera stuff. So like tripods and just stuff like that. Like my old camera, my recording thing. I've got some headphones in there. And then in here, so like my vlogging camera, like extra SD cards, all my hard drives are very, very handy. Earphones, you know, all that kind of stuff like that. And I have this little bag that I keep SD cards in, super cute. And then this is just my bog standard drawer where I keep all my pens and pencils and just stuff that I find myself reaching for a lot. These filters are all my boyfriend's. Whenever I find them around the house, I put them in here, like he literally leaves them everywhere. Yeah, then just like diaries and paper. So that's all that stuff. So this corner of the room is probably my favourite corner because it's the most decorative. It doesn't have a lot of function, like the fireplace doesn't even work. I don't even really keep anything in here. This is just like the gas and electricity meter in here. But yeah, I just have all my books, which I tried to colour coordinate just to make them look really pretty. It's just some dolls that I think look really super cool. I put them on here, and of course we have Colin here. Some more photos of Colin, my play button, and then more Bratz at the top. And some like other decorative things, and I've also got a little lucky cat in the corner. So over in this corner is my little sort of charging station, so I charge all my camera batteries and stuff down there, and I keep my tripods, my light, my filming light here. This is my microphone. And then I have this little trolley. This little trolley which kind of doubles up as like a coffee table, and I also put my laptop on it when I want to watch things in the evening or watch like some Netflix or a movie. This grey thing in here, that's my sewing machine. So yeah, then we have my sofa, which I got on like Gumtree or something when I moved here, and we just picked it up like when we were on the way here in the moving van and put it together, and it actually unfolds and a bed comes out, which is really cool, but I need to resell it because I can't take it home with me. This is my old desk chair, but it's a bit broken, and since I have the new like orthopedic chair now, like I don't really need this, so I'm probably going to take it to the dump. And I keep it tucked away in the corner because there's literally no use for it. And then up here, this is my whole year in view calendar, so I can like see what's coming up and how I've spent the year and how I've spent my days. I will show you in more detail. I, for the past 2 years, have been using these posters that literally have the whole year. They're so helpful. I find them really helpful. I can put dates in. It just, seeing everything visually in one go just really helps me to like understand time. I can visually see the amount of time. For me, it really helps. This is like the best thing I've ever done. And I love it because if I ever do something special or I hang out with my friends or go out to dinner, I write it in and it's all color coded, and then at the end of the year I can look back through it and see how I spent my year. And it's also a really interesting way of seeing how you spend your time. I've got different little icons for different things, so I can see how many days I've been to the gym out of the year, how many days I meditate, like how many days I spend doing something fun with my friends. I love doing this and I always have one. This is my little gym bag, which I keep on the back of my door. So then coming out to the living room, you go up the second flight of stairs. There's another window here, which is really nice. It doesn't have any curtains, so my mum just brought around this big piece of fabric that I put there, and it does the job. I mean, I walk up here naked all the time, but no one seems to notice, but honestly, I don't care anyway. It's another good thing about having a flat on the end is that you get a lot more daylight, and then it goes all the way up and we get to the second floor. I have a little view of the street and that's kind of it. I've got a little poster of a tiger. I don't know why, I've had it at uni, so I just thought I'd put it up. And then, so this way is the bathroom and this way is the bedroom. Okay, so going into the bathroom, this is what it looks like. I love this bathroom because it's actually really spacious. It's basically the whole layout of this top floor is the exact same layout of the floor below. So it's basically the same size as the kitchen below. And this is another one of the major selling points when I came to view the flat. Hello! I really liked the mirror and the sink. It's just really nice and spacious. The one downside is that there is no shower, and I thought that this would be really annoying, but I actually got used to it pretty quickly, and I quite enjoy having baths and just like showering myself off in the bath. Radiator with my towel, and I do dry my clothes in here or sometimes like out on the landing. There's no garden or nowhere to dry my clothes, so then I've got a little mold of my teeth, which is super cool, and I've just put these my plastic little molds around them, so that will be really cool to have, especially after I get my braces taken off, to see what they look like before. Some little things I just cleaned, they're just drying. And then in here I have all my hair products. It's like literally a mess in here. Like toothbrush and things I reach for a lot. Face washes, face creams, there's my face cloth, some little bits and bobs in there. Need to go through this and get rid of some stuff. And then this drawer is a mess. I keep like just things I don't reach for so often but still kind of need, like fake tan, cleaning stuff, some more hair products. Those just don't fit upright in here, so that's why they're down there. Apple cider vinegar, random hair stuff, like dental things, travel stuff, tanning mitt, my old epilator, which is so painful, I don't want to use it anymore. Anywho, boring. I've got a little bin, there's my loo, and then I've just got a little rubber plant. These are my boyfriend's, he just brought them around, and then the window goes out there and you can see the neighbour's garden. Got a little plant, a little natural body scrubber, some candles when I want a nice candlelit bath. And that's it, another plant there. Oh, and then I have my bag. I need to wash this. I kind of wash it by hand in the bath. I took it to the festival and it got super dirty. So, and it's just a t-shirt I use to do my hair with sometimes. And that's it for the bathroom. So then going into my bedroom, this is my room. Nice and tidy for once, although I can't seem to close that cupboard up there. And then round here we have a mirror. This is my bed. I picked up this bed from Gumtree when I moved here. It's super heavy and I'm selling it, but the mattress was already mine. Yeah, I've just got all my favourite pillows. This is a more recent one I bought, which I absolutely adore. It's like a vintage pillow. And I've got my Playboy cushions, stuffed animals that are really special. And then I've got my bedside table. I've got my my journal here, write about my feelings and thoughts. And yeah, my little bedside table, which I keep like medicines and stuff that I like reach for, tissue, tablets. By the way, I have to show you my alarm clock. This is a super awkward angle, but this is my Lumi body clock, and it's one of the old versions, so it was like quite cheap. I got it secondhand. It's the best thing ever. I love using this to wake up. I love that I don't have to use my phone anymore. I have an actual alarm clock. I can set it to like wake me up with the sunrise, or like do a sunset when I'm going to bed. It has the radio, it has like different sounds you can listen to, but I don't really use them because they're like on a loop. The newer versions of the clock are a lot better. This one's very old, but it basically does the same thing and I love it. This is like one of the best things I've ever bought. And then there's this little corner of my room which is really cute, and I've got this little light which my mum bought round for me around Christmas time. But yeah, then I have like my heels and some like cute little pink fluffy ones I don't wear very often, but I love them. And then I've got all my nail stuff, all my nail polishes, more nail polish, and my Tiffany jewellery, which I wear all the time. I have the heart toggle necklace and the bracelet, and I keep my fragrances up here. And then the top shelf is just decorative, like literally just these little flower things, and then this vodka decanter, which I actually used to keep alcohol in when I was at university, but I think it's pretty. These just house like old jewellery that I don't wear so much, little bags to put jewellery in for travelling. This little corner is always very messy, but I keep like all my scrunchies here and hair accessories and stuff, and this is my sewing box. Down here is a little heater that my mum brought round for me because it gets so cold in this room in the winter. I'm very glad I don't have to spend another winter here, to be honest. And then I just have my chest of drawers, which I've had since I was like 13 or 14. This is like the top of my dresser. It's usually got loads of crap on it, but I did try and tidy it. I've got a little Polaroid from last weekend, and this is just where I keep my jewellery in this box. And then I've got this cute little ashtray, which I keep like things that I quite regularly wear. Bracelets and hairpins that I reach for. It's actually a bit broken. This little box which I keep rings and special jewellery in. Then I have my watches here, a mirror. I've got some photos of Colin. After he died, I had some photos printed. I gave some to my mum to have around the house, and I look at them like quite regularly, and like him as a kitten. So I just keep them up here because I'm not sure where to put them at the moment, and I like that I can always see them and just pick them up rather than having them hidden away. Grieving and like losing people and animals that you love is really a weird process. And then my friend painted me Blossom from the Powerpuff Girls for my birthday. Yeah, my 25th birthday, which is super cool. So I keep that here. And then here is all my wardrobes, which is another thing I loved about this flat, because wardrobe space is gold dust. A lot of my clothes are in my dresser drawers, but I just keep things that need to be hung up, like shirts and dresses and nicer things in here, and like my dressing gowns. And then in these I have coats and like jackets. So I haven't been reaching for these a lot because it's September, just turned September. Here's my little suitcase, which is like a carry-on, and then I've got boots which I wear in the winter, my rollerblades, and some other little shoes. I need to take these to be mended. Got some little bags hanging up, and I've got this little one in the corner, junk really, and accessories. I shall show you. So I keep my Hoover in there and some like camera equipment, some old tripods and stuff, all my files in there, crafty bits, random stuff, and I keep all my handbags and hats. This is my kind of accessories shelf where I keep all my little handbags, and I keep all my hats and some sunglasses, some random little bits, some bigger bags here, and some scarves and things I don't wear too much out of season in the back. Up at the very top I've got linens, towels, pillowcases, things like that. And then up here, I'm super lucky to have all this space up here because this is where I keep stuff that I'm selling. So these 2 bags, they're full of things for Depop. It's the same with in here. There's 2 big bags in there as well. And then that red bin is my Bratz archive. If I didn't have this upper wardrobe space, honestly, I don't know where I'd put this stuff. I get quite sentimental about clothes, and I also like want to give some to my future children one day. And then it's the same with up here. I've got a big costume bag of clothes that need to be mended, and then honestly I've actually forgotten what's in there. I haven't like looked at it since I moved in, so there's just a load of crap in there I should probably get rid of, to be honest, if I'm not using it. I got this fake little hide rug from a charity shop. I just put it in the wash and it came out really good. Then I have my same 3 boxes that I've always had under my bed for storage, and in this one I keep hair stuff. In this one I keep all my tracksuits and tracksuit bottoms. I've kind of made a bit of a collection. I used to keep all my clothes in these at uni because I couldn't take my chest of drawers with me. And that one is secret. This is my 1 box of makeup. All of my makeup fits in this 1 box. I keep it simple. I don't even wear a lot of makeup, but yeah, it all fits in one. So I like that. Oh yeah, and here we have Pamela. This is my blonde wig. I want to be Pamela Anderson for Halloween, so I cut and styled this wig to look like her hair from Baywatch. On the other side, some more things I keep under my bed are some books. And under my bed is also where I currently store my rollers. Under there is like Christmas decorations. And that's pretty much it. Oh! The very last little bits, I suppose, are just this little bag, which has like body lotions and things that I reach for quite often, like my hairbrush, hair comb, the stuff that I put in my hair after I get out of the shower. That way I don't have to always go to that box under my bed to get stuff. And then behind my mirror is a really good little nook for hiding things. So I keep like my hairdryer and my other hairdryer thing, and my favourite ever round brush. This is my favourite round brush. I'll leave it in the description. It's like so much better than the other ones I was using. So I keep those hidden behind there, and it's a nice little hiding space. And that's it. My mirror's from IKEA. This is my view outside of my bedroom. I wouldn't typically show this, but I am moving out next week. So it's just a little street. It was really awkward because when I moved in, this place had no curtains whatsoever, not even any curtain rails. I had to put these up myself. So it was quite awkward being here. And then when you come out of my room, I've got this ugly big pile. And yeah, I love this little hallway. It's super cute. I come out in the morning, it's always bright, and I can look out over the trees and see what the weather's like. I love this whole, like, all the stairs and all the white banisters. I just really think it's so pretty. But then we go down. I hang things up on here sometimes. I need to go upstairs. And that's it. Oh, wow, I feel like that was so long, but that's it. That is my flat. This is where I've been living for the past year. This flat is so lovely. It's just perfect. It's really close to like the town. It's within walking distance of everything, which is so lucky because, as you guys know, my driving test got postponed by well over a year. So I was meant to be driving a year ago. I was very lucky that I could just walk everywhere. Otherwise, I'd be screwed. The reason I'm moving out is because I think I kind of moved here on my own at the wrong time. I moved here right at the beginning of a lockdown, so I spent a lot of time on my own here. I didn't really get the chance to go out and meet a lot of people when I was new, and then I kind of got into like a habit of staying at home, so I haven't really met a lot of people in this town. Like, I've met a couple of people, but overall I've just been a bit like on my own. And because I work on my own and I live on my own, it's just not great for my mental health to just be in this flat. As nice as it is and as much of a luxury as it is to have my own space, which is like a godsend, it's just the cons outweigh the pros in my position. Yeah, so I moved here as like a treat for myself. Like, this is the top of my budget for living on my own, but I justified it because I thought I can do better if I live on my own. I can make more videos if I live on my own. But in reality, I ended up filming probably less than I should have been because my mental health was so crap. I'm going to be living with my mum for a couple of weeks, and then I've got like a place set up to live for a month in October, but I'll share more about that at a later date because it's not set in stone yet. I just kind of want to switch things up a bit, and I'd like to live with people again, so that's something I might try and look into for the future. So that was my flat tour. Next time I move in somewhere, I promise I'll do a tour at the beginning of my tenancy and not at the end. Follow me on Instagram if you want to see what I'm getting up to. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye. Mwah.